Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. See you. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday. What season the day? Digital finance, harmony of love, serving food for what goes to rising as the beat and it's Eastern on P2G TV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come eat with me.
Hey everybody,
Grand Rising. What's going on? What's going on? It's a Work It Out Wednesday. How y'all doing today?
And we working out, and we working out.
Oh, that is such an understatement. Oh man, we're so glad to have you guys here today.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It is been
Okay, first of all, I know y'all was like, what happened to the show? What happened to the show? We here, everything digital, but guess what? They can't stop us. Cause it can't stop. Said it won't stop on Wednesday.
okay. I like that. I like that energy. That's a good. Shoot some of that energy this way. I need some of that.
You gotta drink some coffee. Wake your behind up. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Tell them, y'all. Tell them. Grand Rising, it's your girl, Ruby T, coming to you from P2G Radio. We are here. Like you heard the song, coming to you from P2G. I love it. We are here with Press Breakfast with the Thomases, and I'm El Ruby T, and this is Mr.
Album Times to Go Bank coming to you live 1 gram at a time.
That's
and
right.
Yesterday was my birthday.
Stop! Oh, you gonna mess it up. I was trying to do a little something for him. He won't listen to me.
Okay, you know?
He gonna ruin it. But I'm glad he's excited about his birthday. He should be. Did you enjoy your birthday?
Oh, relaxation.
What did you do? What did you get to do?
I went to my doctor. Went and found out what I had coming towards me, which is my surgery that I've been waiting for the longest.
Woo!
It's coming down.
I gotta get some sound effects for this, y'all.
Oh, good.
We need sound effects.
And I'm just, God is moving things in the direction that they need to go.
Absolutely, so yes.
I just plan to be a good steward of the information He gave me, and I'm going to use that today to get some more, help things move in the right direction.
Okay, so I know some of y'all. Usually we have a guest on our Wednesdays. Unfortunately, God bless her. Put your prayers out for our guest, Miss Wade, who will not be able to attend today's program for whatever reasons. But we definitely want to put some prayers out there. Anytime someone is booked to do something and they're as committed and dedicated as the people that we bring to our show, we know that we need to put prayers out. We need to make sure that they're okay and put back in place and that God is in the house in that area, because we already know He is. In that case, it's not a problem, because the show got it.
The show must go on.
This man would have put a rerun on for y'all. I don't do that. As long as I woke up this morning, you ain't getting a rerun.
Okay.
Look, we got lots of work to do, y'all. So let's get it up, let's get it going, let's get it popping. Okay? And just to give y'all a heads up, don't worry. We'll be checking in. We'll be rebooking. For those who are looking forward to seeing Sister Wade come up in here, don't you worry about that. She's coming on. We just got, like I said, God is in the house taking care of business, and we want to make sure we get this done. Now, our conversations during the week are always going to be about not just grounding you all, but preparing you, having us helping God place your steps, because we are part of the hand. Y'all know how that works. You are part of the hand that puts us in place of our journey.
Yes, indeed. Yes, I like that.
Okay? And as you know, I'm not just making stuff up. I'm telling you right now, there's things that I don't know if y'all notice this. How aware are you? How present are you to the powers that have been people? Some stayed, some was on in passing, some was just a word, some was an idea, and it profoundly moved you to a point where it changed your life. I told you. You would think the worst thing I would want to hear from somebody is stay in your lane. As I'm in my 30s and I'm hearing this, stay in your lane. I wasn't ready to hear that. but that's a statement that moved my life the furthest. One person said, put more in your brain than your mouth. Use your head more than your mouth. We were in an argument, and I had to come back a couple of years later and say thank you. Because I hadn't realized I was doing more talking than walking. I was doing more talking than listening. I couldn't have this lifestyle. I couldn't have these people. I couldn't have all of this if I was still doing what I was doing.
You never know where the information that's going to shift what your outcome for life will be. Because, it's funny. We always talk about send me a message, send me a message. You may not like how the message comes to you. I miss it.
It don't always get there in a pretty way.
No.
The most effective may be the ugliest ones you ever hear, but you know something? Something is going to be ignited inside you. So one of the reasons we invite you guys to come to the Work It Out Wednesday in the daytime and then come into our Wednesday community meetup is because you never know what you're going to hear, who you're going to meet.
Absolutely.
What you're going to learn. And like I said, I didn't say our presentation. I said our community meetup. Because the conversations that we talk about and the things that are going on in the space are to move. I like live Zoom. I like talking to folks. I like seeing you. And I thank you for being with us this amazing lady. Oh, amazing day. Come on now.
It's gonna be
Mr. Thomas.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
Well, since we had a pivot day, we're going to talk about what's happening in the AI space today. And
I told you, ain't no pivot for me. This was supposed to happen.
Everybody, is now pushing on the AI dream. AI is the place to be. AI is what's going on.
Hold up a second. I'm going to talk about my AI.
Look, I love AI. Don't get it twisted.
So I always get them. I'm like,
AI.
You talk about AI like
AI
that. You know it's my boo.
AI is purposeful, but you know what? There are things we all need to know about AI that happen in the background that they don't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's going to happen today.
What I think, when he says happening in the background, because I know that can sound kind of sinister. So I want to share with you all that AI, like everything else, has become a part of the world markets. It has become a part of the financial ecosystem. It is a new innovation, much like the internet. And everything that shows up and becomes massively attractive is going to have an effect.
Mm-hmm.
But it is also going to have a peak and a flow. So let's take a look. Today we're going to share a little information from ITM Trading. You know our girl, that's what's up. And she's going to give a little insight as to what's happening. Let's take a look. Or I should say what they believe is happening. So it's called the AI bubble just triggered history's biggest warning. And let's see what it is. I want to take a look and see. So remember, one of the things, this show is not it's financial literacy, not financial advice. We value information to make decisions for ourselves. And we trust that you are smart enough, wise enough to manage information for yourself in your life.
And go do the research.
The key is literacy. Know what you don't know so you can know how you want to choose to go. Let's go.
Every financial bubble bursts. Not some of them, not most of them, but all of them. And from the dot-com bubble to the housing bubble, they all follow the same pattern. Euphoria, denial, panic, and collapse. But here's the thing about bubbles. They usually start with something real, something genuinely transformative. Railroads changed the world. The dot-com bubble changed the way we live our lives. But every bubble still ended in a crash, not because the technology wasn't revolutionary, but because the price that people were willing to pay had separated from what it could actually deliver on in a real timeline. And if you think, well, this time is any different, you're the exact person who needs to hear this message, because the signs are all there and they're getting harder to ignore. But here's the thing about bubbles. They feel amazing while you're in them, I'll give you that. Everyone seems richer, prices are going up, and everyone feels like a genius. But bubbles don't slowly pop, they burst suddenly and violently, while smart money has already exited, leaving everyday Americans holding the bag. But the good news is, while we know how bubbles end, we also know how they operate. And if you understand the stages of a bubble, then you too can protect yourself from what's coming next. So let's get into it. Now, I have used this chart before, but the timing could not be more perfect to use it again because this matters to you specifically. Whether or not you think you own one share of NVIDIA, I can promise you that most of you out there have exposure through your retirement account, okay? The truth is a significant chunk of most people's retirements are exposed to a handful of companies whose valuations today are dependent on a near perfect execution. But I'm skipping ahead. This isn't about what to buy, what to sell. It's about understanding a pattern that is repeated throughout history that you've lived through before and understanding where we are today and what's coming next so you can make the best informed decision for your family. All right, so every bubble starts with something new, okay? This is a shift or a breakthrough where something different is happening. This is when smart money enters, okay? Now, this is the stealth phase. Now, this period actually is very risky because nothing is proven at this point, right? Nothing is proven. So maybe smart money has access to information that not everyone else does, but at this point in time, the media might not even be on their radar. If it is, they're going to poo-poo it. They're going to say, don't even bother. Don't waste your time because it's worth nothing, right? Smart money knows better. But this moves us into stage 2, institutional investors. This is where institutional investors get in, and this is the awareness phase. Okay, now once we reach this phase, this is when people start to take notice. All right, there's a little bit of an antenna going on there. So you kind of have this takeoff that starts, all right, because people are getting aware. It's not widespread, it's not ripping off, but things are happening. Okay, now it is common to see a first sell-off happen here as, again, there's more awareness built. But after the bear trap, when things keep moving up, well, you better believe this is when the media gets on board. But the media attention, that changes everything, as we know, because once it's hit your TV screen, your social media, you can better believe that the public is going to be moving in at this point because they're going to bring with it a ton of enthusiasm. And why? Because things are going up. Who doesn't love things that go up, right? At this point, woohoo, we're on a ride. And this is what we call the mania phase, all right? So the media is talking about it, the public's aware of it, and things are good. People are enthusiastic. They're happy because they see something they think no one else sees, right? Or maybe they're in a club of people who all see the same thing. Their pockets are getting bigger, right? They see the numbers ticking up on the screen. So this is a good, exciting time for investors, okay? But the problem is, and it doesn't always look just like a straight line up, right? There might be ups and downs here. But as that enthusiasm continues, you start to see greed. Now, greed is a tricky one, right? It's a sin, but not just that. It's not good for investing. What's that famous Warren Buffett quote? He says, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. And that's good advice because once you see greed happen, this is when people start to lose their minds a little, right? They start leveraging their trades. They start putting in more than they said they were going to because they start to feel the sense that they're going to miss out because everything just keeps going up. And eventually that greed, well, what does it do? It gives way to a delusion, okay? A delusion that things are going up. They have been for so long that it's just going to keep going up. There's no way that this could ever go down. And to be honest, the way we've seen things with the stock market, if you ask me, this is where we are right now, right? There's this delusion or new paradigm. And I'm going to pause here for a second. We're going to come back to this chart. But I want to show you guys something because this is a very pivotal moment. This is when the actual fundamentals of what you're investing in no longer matter to most people, right, out there. Investors stop asking about a company and the fundamentals and its earnings, and instead, they just justify the valuations based on the fact that the stock's going up. So the stock price itself is actually the proof that it deserves to keep going, that they should keep investing, not anything about what they're actually investing in. All right, now we can all agree that AI is changing the world. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, but it's not the technology itself that's the problem. Are these companies actually making enough to justify the prices that investors are paying today? And again, we'll come back to this chart because there's more I want to show you on here, but look at this, right? This just came out. Alphabet falls as $205 billion spending plan fuels AI cost fear. Okay, so AI spending has increased and cash flow for many of these companies is starting to turn negative. And the path to profitability could be more expensive and slower than many assumed. It's the same for OpenAI, right? OpenAI, which of course is in charge of ChatGPT, on pace to miss its own ad revenue forecast by 90%. 90%. How is that possible? How do they miss it by so much? Right? Okay. Well, it says here ChatGPT's AI traffic share dropped from 87% to 65% as Gemini gains ground, making projections of chatbot ad dominance harder to justify. Okay. So it used to be here, right? We had just a couple of companies in this front race. Now we have more competition. We have these data centers that are costing an arm and a leg. We have all this outflow of cash, and everyone's just blindly running ahead because it's a race. But in the meantime, is anyone stopping to ask, will this actually be profitable? But if any of this sounds familiar, it should, because this is exactly what happened during the dot-com bubble. There was a race to get in or miss out, but no one stopped to ask, what actually is the end game? How do the profits come back to me? And everyone who thought, well, the internet's going to revolutionize the world, guess what? They were right. Anyone out there saying right now, AI is going to revolutionize the world, it already is. I'm not arguing that. I don't think anyone's arguing that. But back in 2000, the prices that investors were willing to pay, these astronomical prices, right? Even the best companies, they just couldn't keep up with those near perfect expectations. And ultimately, we're seeing the exact same pattern unfold right now. And you can think of it this way. Another sign that we're in this delusion phase, right, is that everyone you talk to seems to be an expert. Whether it's the person at the grocery store you're talking to in line next to you, maybe it's your mailman, your Uber driver, whoever it might be, they're all telling you what to do with your money, what to invest, how much profit they've made. Everyone starts to think that they're an expert investor and genius. That is a red flag. When people are getting into the action, right, when that FOMO is taking hold, that fear of missing out, that is when your antennas should go up and you should be worried about what's coming next, because that typically means that we are at the peak. And there are other patterns emerging right now too. In fact, it doesn't stop here. Let's see, I saw that buying stocks with borrowed money reaches levels of past market tops. Okay, since Q4 of 2023, US margin debt or borrowed funds, right, to invest in stocks has skyrocketed almost 150%. Okay, that's since 2023. 150% increase in the amount of borrowing that's being done to buy these stocks. We're talking about a lot of leverage here. All right, I have a chart here. This purple is the margin debt. Okay, and the turquoise or this teal is S&P 500. Right, look how high this is today. Okay, and you can see that it kind of correlates, right? Back in 2021, we have back here in 2007, right before the great financial crisis. And then, of course, back here in 2000, right? Because again, why would these investors be taking on these massive amounts of debt, leveraging their trades? Because at the end of the day, they believe it's going to just go up, 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 up. Okay, this kind of debt hasn't been seen since past market tops. So when it all comes crashing down, the fallout is going to be so much worse. But again, this is a signal that what we're seeing today is not sustainable growth based on fundamentals. It's based on speculation and hype. So let's go back to the 4 stages of a bubble, okay? Because we left off right around here, this delusion and new paradigm. Now, new paradigm basically means This time is different. And if you're someone out there watching and you think this time is different, tell me why you think this time is different in the comments below. I want to hear from you. Tell me why this time is different. If you don't think it's different, also tell me why in the comments below. What else am I missing? What else are you seeing out there that's telling you this is history repeating its pattern? Okay, because ultimately, a new paradigm, what we're seeing here is that every bubble convinces people that this time is different. But what story are you being sold? Is it speculation or real growth? Are the profits, right? It's actually matching the speculation that's being told. Okay, because today the stock market is so concentrated. And that's why I said anyone out there with a retirement, you're probably at risk of what's coming next too, because this new normal is not a new normal. I hate to burst your bubble here. But some would say, this is where we are up at the top. I don't know. I don't know if we're still in this delusion or new paradigm. Some people are questioning a little bit, but there's so many people out there. And we can tell, again, by the amount of debt that's flooding into this market right now, leveraging everything to get in on it, that they think it's just going to keep going up. But what comes up must come down. Here's the thing, though. When it reaches this point, right, this delusion and paradigm, again, you'll see smart money having already exited. You look at Warren Buffett with his massive cash pile, right? We're starting to see more people exit or at least warn about being over leveraged or about potentially diversifying more. Why is that starting? Because, again, people who have gone through it before understand, although I say that a lot of people have short-term memory loss, right? You just focus on what's in front of you. But again, when you hit this phase, what happens next? It starts to turn. And eventually, or at first, there's going to be denial. People are going to say, well, this is just temporary, right? This is not part of the new normal. We already know where it's going next. This is denial. And sure, there will be a bull trap, right? And suddenly everyone goes, oh, okay, good. We're back to where we thought we were. Okay. We thought that we were in the new normal. We're back on track. Not so fast, not so fast. This is when things happen, and they happen fast, you guys. This is what I'm saying about bubbles bursting fast. There is no soft landing, okay? People are going to be scared, but they're going to hold on because they're still delusional. They're still thinking it's going up, okay? And as everything just drops, eventually you get despair, right? Because you've lost it all. You went from the highest high to the lowest low. And at this point, there's just nothing that you can do. You'll lose your savings. You'll lose your retirement. Poof, gone. And when this despair hits, it's going to be hard. And eventually there will be a market correction, right? Back to what it really was, back to what was once considered unbreakable, broke, right? And then rebalances. This is history. This isn't just something made up, right? This is the same playbook we see over and over and over again. And it's the reason why timing is so important, because people ask me, well, Taylor, don't you want to make a profit? Of course. Who doesn't want to make a profit? I'm not sitting here saying don't make a profit.
Now, we're going to stop. We're going to pause there for just a moment. And I want to share something with you. She started this thing before you saw that graph of how the movement of that bubble, the four properties of the bubble. And she started it by quoting Warren Buffett. He said, you should be in fear when everybody's greedy. And you should be greedy when everybody's afraid. Why? I don't think we understand what that really means. And when you see it on a graph and you understand supply and demand and you understand how we make our money.
First of all, you gotta make sure people understand what supply and demand is.
Well, wait.
That's a whole conversation unto itself.
We gonna get into it, but not deep. I'll let you know right now. Why I stopped her here is because I need us not to miss the point. We can't come back to this, y'all. We got to see this now. I think what happens is sometimes we play these things and we totally missed the real problem. We totally missed the problem, which is the fact that it didn't absorb. While everybody's in a frenzy, do know that the frenzy was already funded before you heard about it. Y'all get where I'm coming from yet? Because if something is a value, it's going to have some mania to it. Anything, AI especially. Every company and their mama is trying to adapt their company, no matter how good or bad they're doing it, to AI. Doctors' offices. We knew that every business, including government, financial institutions, as well as hospitals, schools, everything was going to become
AI.
No, not just AI. We knew that the internet was going everywhere. Everything was going to be digitally connected. That we knew when it came. But did you know how to affect and get into that? And for those who did, y'all put your money in through your 401ks and everything, and y'all got exposed to the .com bubble. That's the ebb and the flow, the highs and the low that comes with it. Did someone pull your 401k out just in time for you not to lose your money?
Never
No.
did. That's the cushion.
Now we're going to go back because now they're doing the same thing with this AI bubble because it's real. This is a great opportunity for all of these accounts to make finances. But ain't nobody there at the reins to pull you out before you lose a significant portion of money you don't have time to waste. You can learn anything, right?
Yes, you can.
If you on this internet right now, watching me through some device, I'm going to tell you something no one has ever told you before. You are fine. You're digitally literate, not illiterate, but digitally literate. Y'all understand? You are not, you are not illiterate. I hear this all the time. I actually teach, and I have IT clients that I do services for, and I hear the words, we're not digitally literate. I'm not technically literate. I'm going to tell you this right now, and I hope I don't have to say this to you again. If you are actually hearing my voice and you can see my face, or you can see through the device that you're holding, and it is a smart device, you are literally digitally literate.
Yes, you are.
Because this was the requirement. This was put in front of you on purpose. Some of y'all remember Obama phones, right?
Look.
This was placed strategically to allow the connection that governments, nations, and large businesses need for you to become ultimate consumers.
They need you to have it at the palm
They
of your hand.
educated you and made it mandatory for you to even live on this planet.
How many applications that you have to do online?
Well, we're not going to get into the breakdown of everything
No.
because y'all know what you do every day. Y'all know that y'all can't leave how many people can leave their house without interacting with a device? Not even possible. You can't get through the world without a digital connection of something.
Of some sort.
So I need you to understand that happened. It's done. Now what is happening? And we are going to share. I'm going to let Daniela. I'm going to let our girl finish doing what she's doing because I want you to stop. You missed the opportunity. We saw that something great happened. The masses knew before. If you wait to find out when the news get here,
That's the mania or the
it's
frenzy.
too late. What did he say? One of our friends said, by the time it's on the news, you too late.
Yep.
I told you, y'all think I'm joking.
You missed the smart money
Doge
run.
was out the year after Bitcoin. The year after Bitcoin, Doge came out. Ain't nobody hear that through 2020. That's 10 years later. And the only reason you heard about it on TV is because Elon Musk had already amassed a large amount of it. And he helped you become frenzied to buy it. And it raised the price of what he owned. He offloaded it to y'all. But he bought it for about 1/10 of a penny.
Are y'all guys getting this? Are y'all getting the world of this?
While you paid 67 cents. Oh, baby. Let me tell you, this is why financial literacy is so very important, because you want to stay ahead of the game. You want to be on the side of the conversation for innovation of what's going to happen next. You don't want to be in the conversation that they're leading you to. Come on, baby. Come on, somebody.
Look, all I'm going to tell you guys is this. if he made 65 cents on an entry, and you get in at 67 cents, there's a big missing. You came in when you heard it on the news. You heard it. You came in when FOMO was a real thing. I'm sorry. Let's keep it simple. You came in when you heard about it being on the Super Bowl, and that's what you waited for. You heard some trending thing, and everyone's saying, "Yo, Elon Musk is going to talk about the Dogecoin." I said, "Okay, let me get some before it's too late."
I've got to listen to this guy because he knows about money.
He is money right now, but guess what?
But see, that's the thing.
He's not giving money to you.
Yeah, he's not
You
going
are
to share the strategy that he started with.
you
Or
are
when it started.
you are the consumer that he needs to believe, and we all believed it. We all believed it.
We did. Anyway, I just want to share with you guys. I already knew about Doge about 7 years prior. And the fact is when Doge came, we caught on to this, I didn't have the swagger or the strategy to follow in its time. See, that's the thing about financial literacy. It starts when you start it.
Yep.
You have to get started and keep going. Financial literacy will shift your life. Now let's bring the rest of this conversation in because we're going to talk about AI. There's some portions of this that you are going to have to get. We're not talking about practical users. We're talking about corporate companies that your money is involved in. The money you pay your investors to take care of your retirement. But then there's also the ones that are investing out of your pocket wallets.
Yeah,
So let's go take a look before you start thinking something funny and you don't recognize the habits. Let's go, babies. Told y'all we here for love. We ain't playing.
But at the end of the day, if you're going to gamble, if you're going to risk something as important as your retirement, right? Just make sure you are protected outside of it as well.
Yep.
You know, don't put all of your eggs in one basket, especially when history repeats itself. I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not here to tell you what to do. All I can say is that, again, if you study these patterns throughout history and you understand the same parallels that are happening today, just make sure that you have that insurance policy outside of the system, because when this comes crashing down, and it will, because we know it will, right? It always does. This pattern repeats. When it comes crashing down, make sure you're protected outside of the system, because everything's going down with this, right? Now, for me personally, if you ask me, well, what does that mean? What's being protected outside of the system? Right? For me, it's physical gold and silver, right? Having a tangible asset, true money, true wealth outside of the system. It's not reliant on counterparty risk, on all of these companies or competition from China or made up, propped up valuations or speculation and hype. It's based on thousands of years as a true money and a true store of value. Now, that's what lets me sleep well at night. And again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not saying you have to take everything out. I'm just saying that if you're worried about this, it might be time to talk to someone who understands these cycles, understands these patterns, and can help you position for what's coming next. Now, our team here at ITM Trading has been helping people for 30 years. Again, I sleep well at night knowing I'm protected. So if you want that same peace of mind, highly, highly recommend that you give us a call at the number below. You could set up a time to talk to one of our expert analysts down below by clicking the Calendly link and picking a time that works best for you. But if you do call us, I can promise you this, you are going to talk to a real person on the other end, someone, again, who has dedicated their lives to helping people just like you prepare for what's coming next. So if this was a wake-up call for you, or if this would be helpful for any of your loved ones, please share. It helps get the message out. It will help protect more people. And in the meantime, thank you so much for being here. I'm Taylor Kenny with ITM Trading, your trusted source for all things gold, silver, and lifelong wealth protection.
Oh my Lord, this is amazing. Thanks, Taylor. I definitely love ITM Trading's resources.
Absolutely.
Because, honey, I'm trying to tell you, we got to start having new conversations in our community. When we say mind your own business, we have to learn what that business is. This is where you learn what's missing. So what you don't know is here. You discover it in community. We invite you every Wednesday night to come in at 8 p.m. and join a free Zoom.
Absolutely.
Y'all have access on our website where every week we put up the Wednesday Zoom. Here we go. This is one format. That is a QR code to that Zoom directly. So scan it, take a picture, and scan it on another thing. If you take a picture, you screenshot this, you will have also the written in number ID for the P2G Zoom. We have for this, we have two platforms that we run that day. We also do crypto and business. Because I'm gonna ask you a question. Why are we talking about crypto? I thought we were talking about gold and silver. Baby, we talking about financial literacy. It is all here.
It's a progression.
By the way, did anybody notice that they haven't talked about the crypto bubble?
Nope.
Oh, but there's no such thing as a crypto bubble, is it? Haven't heard of it. I just need somebody to confirm with me right now. Have you heard about a crypto bubble?
You'll never hear about a crypto bubble.
And you never will. Y'all want to know why? Crypto ain't one thing, y'all. There has never been a bubble around a payment system. There has never been. So you got .com bubble, but you ain't seen software bubble yet. Because
Talk
crypto is part of blockchain, and it's how they're making all of that stuff that y'all use on a regular basis work.
It's the security platform.
There's no hype around that. There's just use.
Technology.
And that's the part they want to make sure you don't pay attention to. It's the middle ground between the digital and the real world coming together, making it useful for you to move faster. Your finances. But it's okay. They ain't never gonna tell y'all about a D.F.L bubble.
Lord,
oh my God. There's so many ways you can make 500% on your dollar. They'll never tell you that.
Oh no, why?
That won't even be a hype scam. You know why?
If you find there's ways
Because if
outside
you even hear about it, you're gonna be like, wait, what? What you think we've been doing ever since we found out?
you're gonna throw your hand in the hat to see just in case. You know, we were talking about these bubbles and the .coms. It's very, let me keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Markets go up, markets go down.
Yes.
What goes up must come down.
Uh-huh.
So if you come into an entity, if you come into a great market, you hear everybody screaming rave reviews, you're in the middle of it already.
And there's also no one company.
There's no one company.
It's like,
You're in
that's
the
what
middle
really
of it.
got me, because Bitcoin doesn't have a company. Y'all know that, right? Bitcoin don't have a company. That's why they're pissed. Governments and everybody, that's
They
why
want
you
somebody
got,
to put a name on it.
we got speculation through the roof about who made Bitcoin.
Yep.
It's a setup. It's a this. It is a vehicle that currently nobody has the keys to except you. And that will change very soon.
It's the joyride that everybody can take.
What has been actually happening is, once that was discovered by BlackRock and major companies, they said, oh, it's open for everybody and most people don't know about it. Let's scare the hell out of the masses, because wait, this thing is pulling business away from our trade lines and our guidelines around how we make our money on them in financial transfer. They don't need this. The average person doesn't need transactions, no middleman. They need us. We the middleman. It's gonna take our business. So it's this case. Oh my God, it works like gold, digital gold.
Leverageability.
But wait. You don't. We can't tell them that they need it, right? We can't tell it that that's how we make our million. We're gonna make our millions. We're just gonna tell them it's illicit. It's made for unsavory activity.
What really ticks me off is the fact that whenever corporate entities realize that there's another way to move, they blame it on scammers, risky. You shouldn't be doing it because we're not doing it.
Oh, not only that. Wait. And then government pops in and talks about saving you and protecting you as a
Mm.
consumer.
What's
They
the,
don't talk about educating you. They talk about saving you as a consumer. It's illegal. It can be, easily illicit. We want to make sure y'all are protected. We got to regulate y'all away from it.
no, you got to regulate the carrot so you stay on the carrot. But your mom said it best. You got to watch out for the okie doke because if they're telling you to go left, they've already gone to the right.
My loves, question everything. That right there is your human right. You have the human right to question everything and everyone, which is why we tell you don't believe a word we say. This is not about dictating to anyone. Today's conversation is very much a conversation, and I want to say thank you to all those who have been in the chat and in the conversation today. Grand Rising, those who have been listening. We understand this is not radio. You might even be on stereo, but remember, you are a voice in the room. And I want to say thank you so much for acknowledging Mr. Thomas's birthday. I can't wait till y'all see his picture. I made a picture.
Angel, what's up? Thank you for being on with us.
Hello, loves. We got Freckles in the house, or Freckless. It's Freckless. How you doing? And Jeremiah came in. We got some folks popping in on different platforms, and we love you guys. We thank you for loving on us and being with us today in this conversation for our community and our future. Okay, this is about making it happen long term. People think, oh, I worry about not coming to class, baby. I worry about you not making moves in your life that are simple and quick. It's time. It's time to learn how simple and quick these moves are to make. It's not intricate. And it's weird because I myself toiled with this for a while with crypto and blockchains and trying to figure it out. And I previously, in being involved, have been certified for technology for years. You know what I had to do? I had to speak to somebody who knew how to speak my language, how to break it down. And then I became that person. I learned how to take that to the next level. What I learned and how I learned, I was able to then teach others in the same manner. That's why we teach on P2G.
But let me not forget, we got Through the Hardware. We got BC the Warrior in the building.
Oh,
Big
yes.
Karma.
Oh, yes.
And Tyrone.
Brother Tyrone
the
Steele, how
Madman
you
Steele.
doing?
Glad to see you guys. Thank you for joining us on Clapper.
Absolutely.
We are,
Absolutely.
honestly, Ruby said we're on multiple platforms: Facebook, StreamYard, Clapper, Twitch, IG, LinkedIn. We're here.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you.
I want you guys to remember, this is not just a one-time thing. We do this Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. You can go on our YouTube on P2G Networks TV on YouTube and just like, comment, subscribe, and then get that notification. It'll pop up on your system when we're on, and the shows are phenomenal. We usually have a guest on Wednesdays, but today our guest had some difficulties with the show must go on, and the information and it has to be shared. We have to stay diligent on this process, family. You're in a space where someone actually shows love by giving. And that's one of the things, a lesson I learned this weekend. Some of y'all are on my Facebook. Y'all saw the rabbi. Go check it out. He's still up. He talks about a young man, and the young man loves fish. And I love what he said. He says, "You love fish. That's why you pull it out of the ocean and cook it up and eat it. That's why you love fish.
it.
That's showing love to fish." I was like, wow.
That's wild.
Right? Because he said you don't love it because love is in the giving, not the taking. Not satisfying yourself. Being satisfying amongst the others.
That's a mic drop
That,
right there.
for me, was so breathtaking.
That is a mic drop right there.
This is a rabbi just sharing a plain sense of understanding what love really means, because most of us miss it. We're so busy trying to be fulfilled by someone else, we forget that love is found in what you give, not in what you take, not in what fulfills you in another person. Ain't it something? Ain't it easy to be with someone that you can give to, and you're happy because they're excited about what you're giving?
I'm just in awe of that statement that they would say just that plainly. And I hope just that plainly.
I was like, what? No, we ain't gonna get off into that area. We do have to have the relationship conversation. I'm looking forward to that. We have some folks that do share ways, and I'm looking forward to having our new guests on because I have one girl I am chasing her down. This is my sister who made she stay busy and she got a podcast. She is a sex not sex doctor, but she is a sex coach for couples and really what it is how to stay sensual with it from yourself to your to your spouse, and even intimacy and family with your family and friends. It's so bad. But what I want to just share with you guys, I'm so looking forward to that conversation because you know how many of us have taboo against something that's the most important part of our lives.
It is the lifeblood.
Intimacy is a huge part that we don't even understand. We don't really get it. And the whole process of giving, and I was like, wow, goes right back to the rabbi. I was like, everybody's speaking this language. What's going on?
Everybody's starting to listen.
Yeah, we're starting to become in tune. One of the things why we share financial literacy is because when you get that your finances are just resources, and you tap into controlling that in your life, everything else starts to fall into place. Resources connect to each other. They allow for further growth and wider spread, more life.
Uniformity.
Yes.
Is what comes into place. When the system is working, it's like a uniform. How do we? It's like a uniform regiment, for lack of a better term. Everything, everyone is in step. When you hear the foot come down, you hear 1 foot, not multiple feet, 1 foot.
Together. And I'm oh gosh, to the point to where a lot of things like your natural talents will start to flow. Your natural talents begin to flow when your finances are in flow, when your physical is in flow, when your emotions are in flow. It's so interesting because I think as of lately I've been in a I love singing. Just to share with you guys a little about myself. I absolutely love singing. I have been singing since I was about 2 years old when my mama first discovered that she was like well, first of all, she discovered I could talk. I've been talking since I was like below one, about 9 months. I've been talking since I was about 9 months, walking since I was before I was fully one, and I just I'm one of those kids that move fast, right? They always talk about you been here before. I'm pretty sure we've all been here before, but I've been here a few times.
That carnation,
Now,
reincarnation.
I'm pretty sure I've been here a few times. But the fact of the matter is I grew up with music. Most of us, I think everybody on this planet to some extent, has grown up with sound, music.
That is universal.
Melody as part of who we are. And I've never let that go. It is so ingrained in my spirit that I yearned to learn music, to learn instruments. I love singing. I love to sing. I have sang and I can sing. But what made a difference for me is I kept wondering, how does God move me through technology? Well, I'm in technology. Music moved to the pattern of technology. Music moved us through technology. And now I can create using technology and my words.
Everyone who, if you walk, you have a rhythm. If you breathe, you have a rhythm.
Well, that is all of life.
Music is just a natural.
That's true.
It's music and math and all that stuff all goes hand in hand. They work together. So you being in technology and loving singing and putting it all together just makes sense.
I don't, and then, guys, I told you this is not there are no coincidences. Okay, music is as natural as the air we breathe, and just to share that with you, know that.
Look, my thing is this, and I say it all the time. My music is in the kitchen with the pots and pans.
Exactly.
And my math happens out there all the time.
And that is what I absolutely love. I absolutely love that we can describe your life as an orchestra. I want you to realize that's the reason I'm going in this direction is because I've been spending this last few weeks playing around with AI, and AI can do pretty much anything. It can do anything. You can create whatever you want using AI, from pictures to videos, music, but and business. A lot of people use it for business purposes, your resumes, all kinds of things, right?
Yes.
But I never thought I could make music with my voice, with my mind and my words. I could make great videos that speak to how I feel about people. I've been doing this for about a year now. I realize my projects have been getting better. I've been using that. We teach, by the way, we teach this process on P2G. It's our AI class. And AI practical class teaches you how to build the projects that the world gets to see. Because most of y'all have stuff stuck in your head. You can write a book, create the entire illustration. Then you can even create a movie of your book. We teach digital what do you call it, digital real estate.
Yes.
You know, we used to be able to do some of these little pieces and stuff a couple of years ago, but today AI can change your life. But if you don't know how to use the tools, I know. How did we start talking about AI bubble, and now we're talking about AI practical?
They're the same
Because it
conversation.
ain't going nowhere.
It's the same conversation.
It is going to be a bubble, and it has different levels. The bubble is where people have invested. Companies have gotten way out of control. But you've got to learn to master the tools of the day that speed your progression in life. How many of you, my question is, how many of you have things you do for people and businesses in your community? Anybody provide a service in their community? Pop up and let me know. How many of you would like to be able to provide a service in your community and be able to make money doing something you love to do and you discovered you're good at? How many of you know that there are business owners that would be, they have things that they could take advantage of, but you don't quite have the language to tell them? I've learned to do so many things with AI, and I can tell you right now, I love my community. I love the fact that P2G is a network of networks, because I love to expose people to each other.
I love our builder. I'm
Yes.
not gonna lie. I love our builder.
Our web developer is, then I say web developer, not website, because he's building the corridor that people will be living on in P2G. We don't have a website coming. We have a web portal. You guys are going to be there in our very own P2G place.
Everything is going to be succinct to you.
But that's a conversation for another day. Today we're talking about growing, building on your skill sets, starting to take into your life the reality and how access to that is built in something as simple as AI literacy. These things all go together step by step. Some of y'all think you need a PhD to do something that PhDs are already out there for. Ain't it something? We have one tool, and I love it. There's one tool that we use that actually pulls in the research, so it makes it simple for you to read and understand processes, or even explain intricate processes that you want to share with the world.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Simplifying great things that you've thought of. I know how many ideas y'all have. Y'all got some whole ideas.
Yeah.
And you're worried about your ideas being stolen. Not if you set it up properly. Oh, told you. Digital financial literacy. You got to learn the tech. You got to learn the financial management. And you got to learn how to tap into your own mind. That's what P2G is for. And we invite some of you back. We invite some of you to welcome you to coming to P2G, because the bottom line is, it's going to be here, just like the internet, just like AI. P2G is here to stay.
We are the standard.
Yes. You have to learn the basics before you get to the intricate. Before you get, like I say, you got to go to kindergarten before you go to college.
If you want to jump it, there's going to be some holes inside the bottom of your ship.
Would you like to share with them what we created?
Oh, you can
AI?
share that.
Can I
Okay.
share it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, first I
It's a
want to
Work It Out Wednesday.
It's a Work It Out Wednesday. Would you guys like to see what I made for Mr. Thomas's birthday? Yeah, I need some confirmation. Y'all gonna have to add. I gotta say something. Y'all out here. Put some thumbs up, give me some love if y'all want to hear what I created for Mr. Thomas. I'm
Well,
gonna pull it up.
I'm here. I'm saying yay.
He says yes. All right. So it took us a little while.
I
Thank you,
see.
baby.
I
Yes,
see
that's
some
what I'm
hearts.
talking about. Got some hearts in the house. So I took some time
Thank
and
you, Miss B. I see that. I see that.
it was a little weird. It's a little weird. Um, the one he chose that he really wanted got a video file. You want to do the video, or do you want to do the song, the
Do a
video? Which
song.
one? Just the song?
Yeah, this is song.
Okay, which one? The one that the family likes?
Yeah.
You like the heavy. So okay, Alvin wants to dance. He wants to dance, y'all. He wants to dance.
We're gonna juke it up this morning, you know.
I don't know what that means, y'all, but he said we're gonna juke it up. All right, give me one moment. I'm going to go grab the song. And
You know, while she's doing that, I want you guys to get the gist of what we're talking about. AI bubbles come and they go.
Bubbles come and go.
Bubbles come and go. You have to know once the meter has gotten
Yep.
hold of it, you are halfway through the trend. So you got to get in and get out. Because
Now.
at the top of it, the high end, the people who came in with the smart money, is just waiting for the high to come out and leave you holding it all.
There you go.
So you just gotta wait for your high. Take what you got, wherever you got in at, get your high and leave.
And be gone,
And
right?
don't be mad because if you see it going down and you see that you don't have, it doesn't have legs anymore to stand on. Don't try to be the legs.
Let me just explain. They wait for you to sell low. Just so you know. A lot of people think that this Bitcoin, oh my God, the Bitcoin bubble, and they keep selling as it's going down. Actually, you're playing the game incorrectly.
You're playing the way they want you to play.
Because that's what they say. Sell. You're supposed to buy low, sell high, not buy high, sell low. That's just that's a saying. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know that's a saying. That's a thing. That's a thing. And I want you guys to realize you will learn slowly. Be willing to stay the course and be willing to learn at a pace as opposed to trying to get it all now. You want the long, like I said, you want the long money. You don't want the kind that comes quickly because it leaves fast. It goes much faster. And I'm kind of excited for where we are in the world right now. So many opportunities. We're just still discovering new ways to build stability, long-term longevity, and even in our sleep. Ain't it something? Waking up to beautiful, to profit that you control.
Profitable numbers in your rest.
But nothing that you don't have full control over. You don't need permission for this. And there's a system to it. So when they talk about securing yourself outside the system, make sure you come to the Sunday Digital Financial Literacy class. This class is this is on the website, this very flyer, is there to help you learn how to get started. So you make it in on this Sunday, make it to this class, go to the website. There's a QR code up there for that weekly class. That class costs money. It is every week. We build on these skills and we do them actively, not passively. This is not a lecture. This is a total, complete program with training and development. You will be moving your finances that day. You will be activating platforms. You will be discovering new levels and different levels of interest to build on your accounts. And then you'll learn how to double dip and you'll learn how to support platforms that are actually massively growing internationally with ecosystems, which is how you make money. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? But you can't do that speculating. You can't do that on the sidelines. You can't do that if I'll do it when I got enough money. I'll tell you this much. You'll never have enough money.
Pennies rule the world. Pennies rule the world.
That's right. So make it to the class. That is a paid course. Now, when we come and talk about our Wednesdays, now this is the other fundraiser we're running. This is a program that I'm letting everybody know I'm doing. The end of the month, I am running a master class for the children. They'll be in for a whole week with us and their families. Our goal is to get no less than 20 children in the classroom. But in order for that to happen, we need you business owners and entrepreneurs and working people who need these skills to come pay for your class so the kids will be able to come to class. So come and support a family. Our Saturday program is running every other Saturday. Our next one is August 9th. Okay? I need 10 in a seat. Y'all got it? 10 in a seat. Don't consider it paying for something. Consider it donating to a family in need and getting the world of how to build more funding into your business, into your lifestyle. Some of y'all want to sell stuff out of your house. Can you do it with crypto? Can you accept crypto? Some of y'all got some really good stuff to sell. Would you like to know how to do it with crypto? And would you like a skill you can transfer to someone else for money? Ooh, we ain't think about next level, did we? See what I'm talking about? You're going to have to get out of your head.
I'm going to say it this way. Everybody wants their grandkids and their children to take them through the next level. But if you never did it, why would they even think about doing it?
Exactly.
Go get the information for yourself.
Okay.
This way you can have a conversation with them that says, I did it, you can do it. Or you can do better than I did that.
Yeah. So first I want to share something with you all. Mr. Thomas, thank you so much for being and I will not say this because I don't do ride or die. That's not a conversation we have. The man that's willing to ride through life. Happy 56th birthday, my love. This is from Mr. T. Y'all get a little picture of that. I put it up on my Facebook and I'm actually adding it to my Instagram.
And I look that good.
This is Mr. Thomas' 56th birthday event. And today is his celebration day. So we will be celebrating his birthday all day today, even though it was yesterday. We're celebrating it today. We have our little get together. My daughter's going to be with us. So I'm really excited. I want you guys to give some love. Let him know you love him, you care, because you know he's been there for everybody. And what we are going to do now is I'm going to share. I don't know if it has a video clip. Can I share sound? I don't know if I love you share sound.
I don't know.
Ooh, I hope this will work with me. Work with me, y'all. I'm really learning how this really works because normally it shares the video. And let's see what happens because it's got the audio. We got the audio. All right, will it let me do it, Al? It's looking for video. So I guess we're going to have to just play the audio. Let me know if you can hear it. We are going to rock it out. There we go. Interesting. Come on, everybody. Give me a second. I got you. I just figured it out. Y'all know we're going to do this. And you, Mr. Thomas, make sure you get your little rock on. I mean it. Got to share the screen. That's it. We're going to share the sound. Here we go. Everybody.
Happy birthday, Alvin. We're celebrating you. 56 and shining like the kings them do. On the dance floor moving with your family near. Love and laughter all around. We're glad to have you here. Happy birthday, Alvin. We love you always. Father, brother, uncle, friend in so many ways. Chef Dodo, man of joy. You brighten every room. West Indian flavor, make the whole place boom. Loving heart and strong hands, always showing care. A loyal friend, a gentle lover. Blessings everywhere. From the banquet hall tonight, we raise our voices high, wishing health and happiness, reaching to the sky. Happy birthday, Alvin. We love you always. Father, brother, uncle, friend in so many ways. Chef Dodo, man of joy. You brighten every room. West Indian flavor, make the whole place boom, boom, boom. Wave your hand, celebrate, let the good vibes flow. Alvin, you're a blessing, and we want you to know more life, more love, more joy in every way. Happy 56th birthday, enjoy your special day.
welcome. We love you. We care. And because you care about us, we get to care on you. Guys, I love you. We're going to have some fun this year. We're going to discover how to create the year. You don't have to buy a thing when you can give so much of it. I told you, love is in the giving. And don't worry, you'll always receive. Because everybody's looking to love. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to you. There you go.
We're going to put that online. I don't know if we can do that.
I love it. I love it. So, Alvin, happy birthday. Peace, everybody. See you on Friday. And tonight, don't forget.
Ooh, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, see ya. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday. We're seizing the day. Digital finance, unlearning a love, serving food for what those two rising as a read and it Eastern on P2G TV. Breakfast with the time.